What's up YouTube, Limit here, and welcome back to Modern Minecraft. As you can tell, more than likely by the title and all that sort of whatnot, we are in episode 1.5. Basically, long story short, the previous episode was done on a separate mod setup. I'm going to start getting into this as we talk. I've already set up the world. Before I continue, I would like to mention that there is a, I've already forgotten what I was going to say. In the description below, there will be a list of the mods I currently have set up. There will be configuration set up, and then there will also be world downloads continuing on out. Previous episode, I didn't get anything set up. I just kind of started, and that wasn't working out. Anyhow, reasoning we're having to start again, and why this isn't just a brand new season or something. Basically, to begin with, I had set up the previous configuration pretty quickly. I tested it and it works very well, but I didn't fully play it through. And basically, by the end of it, that ended up being a bit of a downfall because after I had already, really nice seed. Oh no, actually, I'll talk more about that later. After I had already began playing, I had set up the mods and all that sort of whatnot. Played it for about 10 minutes and then said, alright, no configuration problems, everything's loading correctly, we're fine, we're done here, and I ended it at that, and then I started recording the episodes. Well, because of that, basically a bit later in, as I continued to play, I was getting extreme amounts of lag. I don't exactly know what was causing it. I'm assuming it was my current the setup that I had everything going through, but just bad lag. It was to the point to where even though I was recording, and in most cases, if you aren't aware, most people who record, you can still, or if you have lag on your computer, you can still record because you will more than likely, your video, or if you have good software, your video will pretty much kind of space it out or play it out better than it's gonna look while recording. So basically, if it's or if it's somewhat choppy throughout the video, it could still come out pretty smooth once you play it back and that sort of whatnot. Ooh, we got a call already. So basically, even with really good software and whatnot, it was lagging the crap out. It was at the point to where it wasn't even playable, but I decided, hey, let me keep trying. And then once going back into the actual video to edit, it was still just at the point to where you notice really bad choppy moments. So I basically decided, you know what? I can't do this. It's not going to work out, and this is just going to be bad in the long run. So I've gone ahead and took in a good couple of days. I've gotten my setup very well at this point. I believe I actually have more mods than I previously had installed. So I'm very happy about that. If you don't understand that, basically the setup wasn't due to the amount of mods or anything like that. Or the lagging wasn't due to the amount of mods. It was more along the lines of just the current setup and how things were running through. So yeah, just in case you're wondering, wait, how do you have more mods and you're not lagging? Yeah, it wasn't due to the mods. It was just due to the setup that was being used. I'm gonna want to probably start out somewhere close to this little area here, and quite honestly, this wall seems pretty good. I'm gonna be doing this a bit different. I don't know. Anyhow, so yep, I basically got reset back up, and I'm good to go. So as I was mentioning, there will be a seed, or the world seed. I don't have more biomes or any of that extra terrain changing things. So if you use the world seed and you just want to play this seed on vanilla, as you can probably tell, I've already got a pretty nice setup. You can use it and it should work with no problems basically. So there will be a world seed. There will also be a spawn download and an episode 1 download. I need to get to work on what I need to be crafting up. Yeah, so basically, as far as the spawn download goes, is as soon as I started up the game in itself, I pre-loaded the world, as you had already noticed. I then, yeah, 4 of those. I then went ahead and compressed the spawn file, or the save file of my spawn, and have that set up for you guys to go ahead and play with if you want. So that is there available for you guys, and in addition to me adding in the spawn or the world downloads, I decided, well, if I just throw in a world download, nobody's going to be able to play because they may have different configurations set up. Any little thing or anything that could have just gone wrong, it wasn't going to be worth it in the end. So I basically said, alright, you know what, let me take this a step further. So if you go ahead and scroll a bit lower in the description, you will see that there is, in fact, a config file as well as a pastebin link to my current mod list. I didn't really know the best place of doing that. I was considering setting up a Minecraft forum thread and all that sort of stuff, but I'm not too well with the whole threads and that sort of stuff. I don't even have, like, I don't know, I don't keep up with it very well. I don't even have Facebook and that sort of stuff. So knowing me, I would not have just kept with it, and I eventually just, it wouldn't be worth setting it up to begin with, basically. So what I went ahead and did is, instead, I have a pastebin set up. It's just, it has a list of mods. I didn't link any of the mods, mainly because it's not too hard just to search and find the mod you need. So I went ahead and just left it as is, just like that. In addition to that, I believe, I believe that's actually it. So all that stuff is available for you guys. I went ahead and just made sure I had all that set up, because last time, or well, previous episode, nothing was set up properly. Nothing. I mean, in the long run, it probably would have failed anyways as a series. So at least now we have a proper setup and that sort of stuff. What I'm doing here is some things you've already seen me do. Just basically getting me some basic tools. I apologize if I say basic a lot. I'm very much aware that I do that. So what I'm gonna go ahead, or what I'm doing now is, last time around I went ahead and got me some basic vanilla tools and that sort of stuff. And since recently playing, and as mentioned, I did a lot of testing just to make sure everything was gonna work properly. Since doing that, I've basically got myself set up to the point, or well, I've realized, not realized. What is the correct way of saying? I've gotten more experience, I guess, with the mods that I was going to go ahead and be using. Previously, it was more along the lines of, I knew what they were, I knew the basics of them, but I really had no true idea of what I was going to do with everything. So this time around should be a bit better. Everything should be better in general throughout the series. I'm hopefully going to be doing things a wee bit differently, not super drastic, but just along the lines of better videos and, or a better video in general. I know it's only my second video in, but I'm very just a bit changed. I'm very much happy with the way the series is kind of going now, or with the way I want to take it now, sort of, I guess is how I'm trying to say that. Alright, so first things first is, I'm thinking I either want something in the wall or in the floor, and quite honestly, yeah, alright, let's go ahead and do something along these lines. Now, I'm not liking that just ends there. So, and there's a tunnel here. Alright, let's actually head over there. Yeah, that just feels a bit better, and I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to leave that alone for now. What I want to go ahead and do right now is pretty much get started in gathering up some materials. Where does this tunnel go? Alright, yeah, so basically I don't want to have to deal with tunnels within my current little house. So that's just, I'm trying to find a perfect spot for that. Quick to note, I did specifically choose this seed. I wanted a Extremes Village, or Extreme Hills, my bad. I wanted Extremes Hills biome because of the fact that I am going to be wanting to look towards, module power stage, that's the mod. I am going to want to get towards that very early on, and what I took notice of is I do need an emerald to pretty much do anything with that within that mod. I'll explain it more as we get to it, but basically I was going to be in need of some emeralds. There are other ways, especially with the mods I have installed, of getting emeralds, but for the most part, the best thing that I was going to go ahead, or the best way of going about it, was just going to be simply finding one in the Extreme Hills biome. So basically what I went ahead and did is I said, alright, you know, I'm going to find a good mod, or a good seed. Nothing super crazy, nothing super drastic. I don't want to start off with 15 diamonds or something. I just want a good seed with a good biome, or with at least a Extreme Hills biome close by. There we go. And so basically what I went ahead and did is search through Google, search through the Minecraft forums, and I found this seed. So I just wanted to get that clear. That way, like once I start finding diamonds and that sort of stuff, you guys don't think like, oh, well, he specifically found this seed and that, or specifically chose the diamond seed. In the long run, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really matter all that much, because then it would just make for better videos. Because then, hey, boom, right off the back, I have diamonds now. But sorry about that, choked a bit. I don't know why. Anyhow, but in all honesty, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to start with like a village with like tons of diamonds or tons of gear. I wanted to seriously start off just as plain as I possibly could, and then progress from there. So we've already run through this first tool. I don't remember all that I talked about through the very first episode. So things I may re-explain again. I'll be doing my best to not explain all of it, but I will be explaining some of it as well. So that there is a good pickaxe, so I can still use it. As you saw, it broke, but I did not completely lose the object. Alright, I am very much unaware. I apologize for the quick cut, the random cut. I'm unaware if the ambient noise changed, but I derped a bit. I left my window open, so I went ahead and closed that. The background noise may have dimmed. I really don't know, but I assumed that there would be a bit, but excuse me, hiccups. There would be a bit of distraction within that, so I went ahead and removed the ambient or background noise by closing my window simply. Anyhow, so yes, I don't really know exactly all that I explained and all that sort of stuff, but I will be doing my best to try and fill you in. But at the same time, I don't want to completely go into full detail. I'm actually going to be doing, or possibly be doing, mod spotlights of every mod that I have, pretty much. I'm not exactly sure if I will be doing it just yet, but I do have plans to do so. Since the table, alright, so that can go there. Since the table can go here, I'm going to go ahead and get me a door going on right now. But as I was saying, yeah, so I just want you guys to be filled in. But if you guys want mod spotlights from me, I'm I don't have big plans to do it. I have the thoughts of doing it basically, but if it comes down to it, I'm not, or well, as it comes down to it, I'm not exactly 100% going to do them. But if you guys would like to hear some, or well, see some mod spotlights from me within the, or involving the mods that I will be using and that sort of stuff, go ahead and just give me or leave me a comment, and I will be sure to get on it. Basically, I will pretty much. I don't really think I'll be doing mod spotlights in general, but I'll probably just be doing the basics of what I have as far as the mods that I'm using and that sort of stuff. But who knows? Maybe I will just mod spotlight some random mods. Anyhow, continuing. So basically gonna be doing the gist. So that tool that I had through previously, it wasn't completely destroyed, but it was in fact broken. Basically due to the help of, well, due to the mechanics of Tinkerer's Construct, you do not have to completely, or well, no, once you craft a tool, you do not ever lose it. Actually, I need to hang on to those for now. It is basically, it is your tool forever, and you just continuously repair it. The basics of repairing is you go ahead and whatever you use for the main tool item, so I can't really show you just yet until I get my part builder down, which I'm going to need to place anyways. The basics is whatever you use to craft your actual, the head of your tool, so in this case the pickaxe or the shovel head or axe head or the sword blade, that is. That is what you would then go ahead and use towards repairing your item. So in the case of that axe or that pickaxe that you saw me throw, it was still good. I still could have used it. Alright, now I need to get this placed. These are not going to stay like this. I'm just placing them like this for now to get them in order. So I still could have used that. I could have actually bring that back to the tool station here that we're currently at. Came over to the repair and modification sensor, or tab, and I could have actually thrown that in, as I'll kind of demonstrate with this medic. Put that in, use the same type of material, in this case wood, and actually repair it. So as you see, durability on the side is actually going to be going up to repair this item. Now I'm not going to repair it just yet because I don't have that much damage on it. You are actually making a good bit of noise. Let me go ahead and try and kill you all. We're not going to use all the charcoal just yet. Alright, so let's go ahead and get us some lights in here. Now I basically wanted to go ahead and finish digging this out, just so I can go ahead and get me this set up. My LCD is kicking in and saying, why are there stuff on top of other stuff? This doesn't make sense. You wouldn't do this, and you can't even, it's floating! And yeah, so I'm trying to basically get past that. I am going to go ahead and be sticking with a small little 5x5 for my starting area. I personally very much enjoy 5x5s. I will admit that it does come from Direwolf's 9x9 design. Basically, as I started, or well, I've been watching Direwolf's videos forever at this point, but very early on I took a shine, or somewhat of a shine, to his 9x9s. Now, personally, I did not enjoy them. For whatever reason, a 9x9 just does not suit me. But as I continued and started basically using mods and playing by myself, or playing myself, playing with myself? No, that is not what I'm trying to say. Basically, as I started playing with the mods, on my own terms, I guess. I don't know how I'm trying to say that. Anyhow, I eventually got to the point of realizing, all right, I don't like, or I knew I didn't like the 9x9, but the thought of it was very much in my favor. I guess I don't know. I did enjoy the thought of it. Let's go with that. So basically, as I continued, I kind of did my own little testing, like, hey, all right, so if this doesn't work for me, this works for me, no, not this, and eventually came up with a 5x5. Yeah, it's not much of a difference. It's somewhat basically the same thing if you want to think of it that way, but hey, it's my own little thing, and I'm sticking with it. So 5x5 suit me very well. You will see me span them. You will see two 5x5s together in some builds. Things like that. That's just the way I like to do things, as I was trying to kill off this damn slime. Quick thing to note, you do not have to click onto these tabs. I will demonstrate that real quick. Within the tool station, or well, the repair tab, you can actually just throw your items in here like this, and they will still craft the item, but I prefer just to head over to the actual tab in and of itself. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. This guy's annoying the crap out of me. I did not think about that. That is going to be one thing that is going to kind of bug me out a bit, is just the fact that there will be slime spawning like crazy right here. I do not plan to stay in the swamp biome for too long. I do want to head out and get to work on some other stuff. But for now, as we begin, this is pretty much doing well. So let's see. I guess one other thing, some of the main things I can go to mention is going to go ahead and be my HUD. This is the best HUD you will ever see for a while, or something along those lines. That is literally the name, or not that in itself, but along those lines is literally the name of it. It is just a weird, long, somewhat awesome name. I'll admit I do enjoy the name. It is just really out there. Anyhow, so if you want to check that out, I do have a the proper name in my mod list, so you can just go ahead and head to that in the description, as I mentioned, and you'll be able to find the mod. Apart from that, that doesn't go in there. Apart from that, no, wait, those don't go there either. Items go into this one, and then throw those in there. Alright, so apart from that, I am using Ree's Minimap, as you notice above. Continuing through, I'm gonna pretty much, I need to buy time throughout the night, so I'm gonna talk about some of the mods right quick, especially since it's the first, air quote, first video. I can go ahead and just kill time for now. Alright, so continuing through, I do in fact have Applied Energistics installed. I have Project Bench. It is not part of the Red Power mod. It is from the Red Power mod, but it is a item in and of itself. I am currently on 1.5.2 if you aren't aware of that. And the Red Power 2 LRM's mod is not currently updated. So I was searching through, and I found out that there was a Project Bench in itself, which for me, I actually personally loved that little additive, or well, that block within the Red Power mod. So finding that was very much made me happy, and I went ahead and got that installed. Continuing, and not trying to waste so much time, we have Dimensional Anchors, Iron Chest mod. As you can tell from the portal, we do have Portal Gun, Computer Craft, Forestry, Mistcraft. If you aren't aware of this, Mistcraft is currently updated. It was updated, I believe, yesterday. Yeah, I was setting up my mod pack yesterday, or well, finishing off yesterday. It was very recently updated to 1.5.2. That is now available for you guys to go ahead and check out. I actually need to check on one thing. Yes, I did install that. Alright. I wasn't aware if I added in the NEI plugins, but I did. So continuing on, we also have Tinker's Construct, as you can already tell by the tools and that sort of whatnot. Buildcraft, Soulcage, as far as the I forgot what it's called, the Soulcage mod. I don't know the name of it, quite honestly. Shards mod. There we go. I'm sorry, I apologize. I couldn't remember that. Thermal expansion of basic, pretty much that everybody has nowadays. Thaumcraft as well, but what I'm thinking of is Twilight Forest. Bibliocraft, as far as just adding in these nifty bookshelves and bookcases and stuff like that. Continuing through, we also have, as mentioned, Thaumcraft. I've added in. Whoa. Can I craft that? EE3 is currently installed, but I guess you can't. What's fuel? I don't know what's going on there. As mentioned before, modular power suits. I've added in the what is the name of that? I don't even remember. Oh, I'm trying to kill that guy off. Ah, there we go. I know it's a Power Crystals mod. Minecraft Factory Reloaded, I believe is the name of it. Die. There we go. Yeah, it is Minecraft Factory Reloaded. Hey, little guy. Die. 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 Alright, yeah, so that is currently installed. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that slime ball. Yes, I am eating the slime ball. Be amazed. Be very amazed. Oh, why is it not loading? F3A. There we go. Go away. So, yeah, Mine Factory Reloaded. I will mention now that I am probably not gonna be super, like, educated. There we go. Educated on that mod. I don't really know all. Go away. I don't really know all there is about it just yet. I saw the Direwolf 20. He recently threw up a mod spotlight on it, and I saw it, and I absolutely fell in love with some of the objects, some of the things that they have in there. In all, apologize. In all honesty, I don't really absolutely love it. I mean, there are some little things that I will just not use whatsoever at any point. But as mentioned, there are some of the things within it that I just absolutely adore, and I will be using those. But as mentioned, I'm not super filled in on it just yet. I still have some learning to do, but you guys will pretty much be able to learn that with me, and that should make for better videos, because then not only will I be telling you information, I will be learning the information along with you and be able to truly express my thoughts on it. Whereas if you just know something, then you basically, it's in your head and you don't want to take it any further than that. But when you're learning it, you actually put in effort just out of something. Personally, as far as I'm concerned, that's just the way I do things. Continuing on, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick check of what else we got in here. All module power, not module power suits. All of these are more Mine Factory Reloaded. I keep forgetting the name of that thing. Anyhow, so most of this stuff we already know of. Applied energetics, that sort of stuff. I have the additional buildcraft objects and buildcraft. I believe I mentioned that, but yeah, I have that installed. Whoa, what are these? Oh, those are part of that. Alright, cool. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm gonna have to check those out. I believe, yes, these are, yeah, I believe I have additional bees installed. Don't hold me to that. If I don't, I think I do, but especially since I'm seeing these, I don't think those are in regular vanilla, vanilla forestry, that is. But yeah, don't hold me to that one. I'm pretty sure I installed that though, as far as just having the little extra additives that it provides. Continuing from the mod list, I am going to go ahead and be naming the mods that I have right now, just in case you haven't figured that out. I am purposely going through the list, just that way everybody is completely aware of what to expect. I don't know, I just thought I'd go ahead and fill everybody in, especially since it gives me a way of killing time throughout this first episode, while I do other stuff in the background. Continuing through the scroll list, I already mentioned Portal Gun. And I believe that's quite honestly... No, I have like 40-something mods installed, as you should have noticed. Heart Canister. Whoa. What is that from? I want that. I'm going to have to look into that more. Continuing. I don't know. I'm guessing I've already explained most of the primary mods, pretty much. So if you want to see a full list, because I don't know, I mean, not everything is popping up in there, and then there's other ones that are like inventory tweaks and stuff like that. If you want to see a full list, go ahead and head down to head towards the description, and within there's a pastebin link to my full list of mods, so you can check that out there. But besides that, I'm pretty sure I got through all the not basics, but the primary important mods that are going to be coming up with importance, I guess is how I'm trying to say that. Alright, so continuing on, something you may notice as I'm traveling through these caves. Ooh, I need to get. Oh, I'm actually gonna need to grab some wood, so might as well do that before I do anything else. Something you may notice while traveling or while I do my caving, I do tend to place my torches on the right-hand side of the walls. Yes, I did steal that from the werewolf. I will admit to so. Basically, it allows you a very good. Whoa, that was a fail. Once. Oh god, my headphones completely just fell off my head as I was scratching my ear. That was horrible. Anyhow, it basically allows you that while you are going inwards, you basically place everything on the right side of the wall, and then as you travel out, you go or you're able to say, all right, this is on my left side, or torch is on my left side. I'm going out to the world, and yeah, it's just very useful, and that it works out very well. So yeah, I'm doing that. Sheep. Sheep, 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 sheep. I am very easily distracted. I will throw that out there. So hopefully that is enjoyable though. I'm hoping it will not get to an not excessive, but because even if it's excessive, if it's funny, then it's alright. But to a negative point, basically along the lines of me completely forgetting what I was doing. That is not something I want to do now. If I just kind of like squirrel. Alright, back to mining. If I do things like that, I have no problem with doing so. But it's along the lines when I go, hey, what's that? And then, wait, weren't we just mining coal? No, I completely forgot about that and just leave. That stuff I don't like doing just because, hey, I would have just left this coal. Or what if we were doing that during diamonds and I just got distracted and boom, I just leave diamonds. That's not in the preferred list of things to do, and I really don't want to do that. So, yeah. It is currently. Oh yes, you can tell by the part of the. I don't know the name of it. I apologize. Can I like? Is there somehow a thing in here that tells me? No, there's not. I didn't think there was. It is the. I'm talking about the HUD that I have. If you haven't caught on to that, I'm trying to remember the name of it though, like the exact name. It is the best HUD you will ever see or you have seen in a while or something along those lines. I'm kind of sad that I don't remember. But yeah, you can tell by the top of my screen that there is a top bar. And that does have the current time, so basically you'll be able to tell when I've woken up very early and started recording, or when I basically began in the middle of the night, or like now, basically towards the afternoon. So yeah. That I plan on using it, or well, actually, okay, I'm not even gonna lie, I just thought of the fact that I can actually use that towards a timer of sorts. Oh god, I keep putting it in the wrong chest. Towards a timer of sorts, I can basically say, alright, I started recording at this time, and I can now stop at this time. Now, I didn't do that this time, or well, I didn't do that at the beginning of this episode, so I really have no idea what time it is, or how long I've been recording. I'll probably be ending sometime soon. It feels about at a good point. But we're going to do a couple things more before we do that. So, I'm pretty set up here. Let's go ahead and... I will not be smelting any iron yet, so I can't even get a sheep or anything like that, unless I find 3 sheep. But I will not be smelting any iron until I get to the point of being able to turn it into dust. Now, most of you may have already had the... Or, most of you who know some of these mods may have the thought, wait, you can't get iron without... Or you can't get dust without actually first smelting iron, and I have to say, I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but you are absolutely fucking wrong. No. I apologize, I wanted to throw that in there. Anyhow, you are wrong, though. As far as applied energetics, I don't know. As far as that mod is concerned, you are in fact wrong. I will explain that more, and I will fill you in so that you aren't completely wrong for the rest of your life. But yeah, we'll get to that more. We'll get to a lot of things more, of course, but do note that there is a way to get ores before you actually have, or well, to start multiplying your ores. There we go. Before getting all the secret event stuff. We'll get to it later, as mentioned. But continuing, I will throw out that I am gonna need 3. Whoa, what are those called? 3. I don't have them in my inventory. 3 quartz dust. There we go. So until then, I will not be doing any smelting or that sort of stuff. So that's a bit of a bummer, I will admit. But hey, it's gonna be worth it in the end because right away I will have multiple ores. I will be doubling my ores right away, and hey, that for me, long run wise, I'm very happy about that. Now I do remember I did have some coal that I was receiving, but I do want to try and get me towards some more quartz. like I mentioned, that's what I'm going to be needing. So I'm hoping that I will have it at least by next episode, if not by this episode. For the most part, I will not be completely stationary, as I had mentioned in the previous video. I will not be completely stationary through videos. I know a lot of YouTubers that like to just completely wait off until the next episode, or until filming the next episode to do anything. Like, you'll come back and it will be the exact same world. Personally, I'd rather go ahead and at least make some amount of progress. Now, do note, I will not just completely build an entire structure or something like that off camera, or like away from the camera. I'm very much aware that that would just be a bummer. It's like, hey, why did that house just appear there? Yeah, that was a bit of a wrongdoing that I did last time around. I actually didn't enjoy that personally. And then somebody else mentioned, yes, that is something I have to talk about. This is freaking awesome. I'm super stoked about that. I need to go get some more coal. Somebody else did mention about that, and I very much agreed. That other person is actually a friend of mine. Her name is Sam, and I'd like to throw out there that the thumbnail that you see for my videos is her doing her artwork. She basically did that for me. I wanted to go ahead and mention that for any of you that, and I'm sure most other YouTubers and maybe some of you as well already have a dedicated, like, here, I do my own artwork, or this person does my artwork. If you do, alright, more power to you. But I did want to go ahead and mention that if anybody is looking for somebody to do artwork for them, leave me that would be probably the easiest thing. Either leave me a comment or a message, like as far as direct message through YouTube, and I will basically relay that message to her as far as, like, hey, I want an artwork for this sort of thing. I'm not gonna guarantee in any way that she will do so, but hey, the most you can do is try, and yeah. So I wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. If you didn't really pay much attention to the artwork I have, I can suggest that you go ahead and right-click on the video. Maybe not now, maybe towards the end of the video, or now, whichever you prefer. But you can actually right-click on the video, and there will be an option that says stop download, or stop downloading this video, or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly, but there is an option to basically stop the video from downloading. It says download something along those lines. You'll find it. I have faith in you. I trust you. Anyhow, so if you go ahead and do that, it will actually pull up the screen, or the thumbnail of any video. So not even just mine, but any video that you wish to see the thumbnail of, you can do that, and it will stop the video downloading, and it will actually just pull up the thumbnail within the screen itself. So you can go ahead and do that and check out the artwork she did for me. Like I said, I mean, if any of you just want to check it out, if any of you want to try and, hey, I need artwork for this or that, I mean, you can always just try. I mean, that's pretty much it. Worst that's going to happen is she's going to say no. So, yeah, I really wanted to throw that out there and just try and get some more exposure her way. Stay away, creeper! Yep, you're already coming towards me. Oh, run! Alright, guys, so we're actually going to go ahead and be ending out the video now. Come on. I did want to at least wait till this point as far as having to repair, or actually repairing an item. I wanted to just show you the repairing, basically. I don't know why I just did. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw all these items into there. And you are annoying! Shut up! Yeah, I'm gonna have to get away from here very quickly. Go ahead and get some of that going on. So quickly I'm gonna go ahead and eat. Yeah, I went quiet during eating. Apologize. Alright, so what we do, with Tinker's Construct, when you want to go ahead and repair your item, take it to here, repair and modification sensor, throw your item in there. I'm actually going to go ahead and throw a good amount of cobblestone in there just for it already being available. Take your pickaxe out the other side, and boom, repaired. Yeah, yes, woo! And quick to note is you can actually leave the repair materials in here and just leave the table and it stays. Yeah. Alright, so I wanted to just go ahead and show you that real quick. Tune in on the next episode. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and basically be doing some mining. Probably won't do much more than that. I may get a farm set up because I am very much aware that I wouldn't be needing food. And I'll probably be scouting out some areas, or well, another area to start setting up our actual home. But all of that will come in the next video. Hopefully you did enjoy, guys. If you did, there is a like button for that, and if you're feeling up to it, you can go ahead and add this video to your favorites. Besides that, I would just like to express much love and gratitude to you guys, and hope you all have great days.